It is very surreal standing up here with you in this magical place in front of all these amazingly special people that we love so much. If I'm being really honest, I didn't think I was ever going to be standing up here getting married at all. But that was before I met you. I know how compassionate you are, and that you are literally the most caring, sweet, and kind person I know. You have shown me what love really means and always remind me just how important family is.
My name is Sujoy Roy, and Paul and Lauren are family to me. And today we are here to witness love and at its finest. The first time I met Lauren, it was over dinner, over 5 years ago. In a few minutes of meeting Lauren, I knew she was special. Lauren has a way with people. She just makes you feel at home, makes you feel really comfortable. You can be yourself around her. And that's exactly how I felt over that time on dinner 5 years ago. Lauren looked at me straight in the eye and she asked me, "What is the deal with Paul?" Keep in mind that at this time, I was still a stranger to Lauren, but her tone and the look she gave me was a familiar one. It was a look you give when you're asking a friend, or in this case, a brother, for advice. When you're entrusting someone to give you honesty and candor, which is exactly what I gave Lauren. I told her, Paul is one of the best people I know. Most importantly, Paul is someone you can trust. I trust Paul with my life, and you can trust him with your heart. Lauren would later recount that moment, and she would say that was the moment that gave her the confidence and the courage to roll the dice on Paul. She took a stranger's word and took a leap of faith. If you walk around camp and you ask anyone about Lauren, their eyes brighten, their smiles widen, and they tell you how much they love her. And that is a sentiment you will see across Lauren's life. Over the years that I got to know Lauren, I got to see this person that just gave love and gave and gave and gave, and didn't ask for anything in return. It was my good fortune that my friend, Paul, was going to be the one she was going to give the most of her heart to and all of her love to. And for that, today, I am so grateful.
I can't believe this day is finally here. You and me getting married. This is something I never would have imagined when we met almost 5 years ago. You had just moved to New York, and I was carefully trying to rebuild after tragedy. However, despite being in two very different places in life, we were still meant to be. It's so rare to remember the exact moment someone enters your life, but I remember every single detail of that moment with you.
I'm really excited. Really excited.
All right, Paul.
Yeah. Cheers.
As Paul and Lauren have grown together, I have had the opportunity to witness their love come to full fruition. And what I have learned has been very simple. Both Paul and Lauren have grown up with not just the most rosiest situations. They have at an early age seen darkness and despair, but what's really important about their union today is that they both independently and together have survived and thrived. If there is two words I would have to describe this union today, it is perseverance and optimism. No matter what the situation that both Lauren and Paul have faced independently, they have persevered, and they will continue to persevere. Today's union is really about seeing two extremely strong, independent people becoming one and building a force that no one can break. Both of them have also shown a level of optimism, which is what makes their relationship fun. They know how to have fun, not just with each other, but with their friends and family.
Chance, take off, get lost again. Young enough to change our love, laugh it off when times get tough. Follow me to the sunshine, come and see what it feels like. Higher, higher than we climb, I know somewhere that you and I. We can stay wild, wild. We can stay wild, wild. We can stay wild. We can stay
Who I was with, what I was doing, and what I said the moment I saw your handsome face and sweet smile for the first time. I didn't realize it then, but I know now that I remember all these details because I had just seen the love of my life for the very first time. Like me, you also had a rare moment when we first met. The guy who's usually smooth around the ladies tried to kiss me even before introducing himself. You are the kindest, most considerate, and honest person I've ever known, and you've helped me rebuild into the strongest and best version of myself, giving me a life, partner, better than I have ever imagined. As we step into this next great journey together, I vow to always wake you up each morning with a hug, keep the kind of frozen burritos you like in the fridge, appreciate and respect you, support you in all of your dreams, especially the one about owning your own Taco Bell one day. And I vow to love you and choose you in 100 lifetimes, in 100 worlds, in any version of reality. I would find you, and I would choose you for always.
Still have no idea after how bad I kicked off that first date that you just mentioned that we're here today either, honestly. I do know how close I was to being kicked back into the ethos of the New York City online dating scene. So that's a scary thought. Today, I can't even put into words how glad I am that you gave me the second chance brunch date. It makes a lot more sense to me now that these past years have gone by and we've grown together and I've gotten to know you, just why you gave me that second chance and how you always see the best in everything, no matter what. Everyone here that's sitting right here knows how bright of a soul you are, and I remind myself every day how blessed I am that I get to have you in my life all the time.
Trying to be what you want me to. Give me something I can sing along to.
You brighten up my life, and starting from that first date to this moment, and for always, like we say, I feel so lucky to have someone always bringing out the better in me. I love how gentle your touch is, and how your smile can fix any bad day. I love how silly you are. I love how genuine you are. I love that you are such a good listener and always reasonable with me, even though I'm not sometimes.
I remember 5 or 6 years ago, Paul and Jason and myself were having a steak in Chicago and started talking about marriage. And Paul started to get on a soapbox, and let me paraphrase 45 minutes, I'm never getting married, ever. So here we are.
The main reason that we're standing right here today under these flowers with the sun setting over those mountains is so I can make a few promises to you, so I'm gonna do that now. I promise to make you my priority always, to always be a good listener, even when it's silly work drama or your dress not fitting, to always hold you through every scary movie or when you're crying from watching videos of cute babies online. I promise to love you unconditionally as my lover, my best friend, my partner in crime, and now my wife. The last thing I want to do is a little bit silly, but it's something I think that's going to be special for us. We're standing up here in front of, making these promises in front of all these people, our friends, our family, the state of North Carolina. And I think the most important thing we're doing right now is making a promise between us, and I really wanted to think of something that we could have as a symbol that would be really special, that we could look to remind us not only of this day, with this moment with people. Most of you know Lauren really well, and if you know Lauren, you know she loves a certain TV drama with lots of love triangles and doctors performing miracle surgeries every day. There's a scene in that show. You watch those seasons over and over again, and it's really sweet. And I kind of want to make our own little promise like them, but make it our own, okay? Baby, this is our sticky note, okay? It's the same silly vows from the show. In addition to what I've said, though, I think they hold really true, and so I'll read it for all of you in case you're not Grey's Anatomy fans. You love each other, even when you hate each other. No running. Take care when you're old and senile and smelly, and it's forever. So now, I really would love for us to sign this together and we can put it up in our house forever. Woo, here goes nothing.
That's what it's like. What happened? Thank you.
I love you, Moody.
So I think I can speak on behalf of every man here. Come on, man. Give us a fighting chance, you know? Like, jeez. Please.
Paul, I want to close on a couple of things. You told me the other night that Lauren is the first person you've considered to be a partner. And I've thought about why. One, she makes you so much calmer than the guy that I've known my whole life. She makes you more even-keeled. She makes you way more interesting. And he's okay still, but I couldn't be happier that you found your true partner.
I searched through memory after memory, went through photo after photo, and I couldn't think of anything more important from before the day she drove her Civic to pick me up in said ridiculous costume. It wasn't until years later that I realized I had met my Ellen and she her Denise. We've shared so many happy memories, from laying in bed eating ramen, to sushi dinners, to spring breaks, trips to visit each other, getting new jobs, getting promoted, and more. Paul, you are caring and kind, thoughtful and loving. I mean, you sat through an entire Ali Wong stand-up when Lauren and I passed out.
Be each other's best friends, always speak well of one another, even in private. And when things don't go well, forgive as often as it is required. Married life is an adventure, and you embark today on that adventure together. Even though you are individuals, your covenant today makes the couple more important than either of you separately.
Not just for an hour, not just for a day, not just for a year, but always.
I have a song for you guys. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Oh my God.
With this ring, I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you.
With my loving heart.
With my loving heart.
With my willing body.
With my willing body.
And with my eternal soul.
And with my eternal soul.
With this ring, I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you.
With my loving heart.
With my loving heart.
With my willing body.
With my willing body.
And with my eternal soul.
And with my eternal soul.
With the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.